Very good evening, everyone. So, the topic today I'm going to take is going to be a continuation of letter writing, and today would be the last day wherein I'm going to end with letter writing. So, today I'm just going to discuss a little bit about how to write business letters. There's nothing much big deal about writing business letters. The format, however, remains the same. But there are certain things that you will find that, in while writing business letters, there are some slight differences that you would notice. Okay. So, first and foremost important thing that you people must know about writing business letters is that, see, when you join a company, okay, when you join a company, what happens is that every company has its letterhead. A letterhead is an A4 size paper on which at the top of the page the company details are already printed. I will show you a sample letterhead, but before I show, I just want to discuss about this. So, when you are working in an organization, you would often have to write letters to people who are concerned with the business or the organization. So, business letters are letters written by people who are working in an organization on behalf of the organization. Like, for example, assume that you're working in a company like Samsung or Nokia or Sony company, and then your company has launched a new product. I'm just giving an example, and then you have some huge database of customers for whom you want to inform about the new product that you people have launched. So what would you do? Obviously, a website is one means of communicating with your customers to talk about the new product. Advertisement is another new way of communicating. It's another way of communicating about the new product that you have launched. But along with advertisements, TV advertisements, and pamphlets and brochures, there is another way through which you can convey personally. You can convey about the new launch about your product is by personally writing letter to your customers. Okay, so when you're writing now, assuming that you are working in a company like Sony and you want to talk about your new product that your company has launched, what would you do? You would have to write a letter, so customers will get a very you'll get in touch with the customers directly, and the customers will also feel nice that okay, the company has directly informed me. It's kind of personal touch will be there. So when you are writing letters, so this is one example, one scenario of example of a business letter. So what would you do? You're not going to write a letter to the customer using a blank page. It would look really very unprofessional. So most of the companies, 99%, even small scale industries, medium scale industries, large scale industries do have their own letterhead, something like which is a very important part of an organization. Like it's like you carry a visiting card. Suppose if you're a professional, you're a freelancer, or you're working in an organization, generally it's better that you carry a visiting card. So even at the moment you hand out the visiting card, all the details, your number, your name, where you work, what you do, everything is automatically given to the available to whoever wants to contact you. Similarly, every organization makes sure that they have their own letterhead, okay, on which a letterhead is a A4 size paper. Usually it is A4 size. You won't find a letterhead which is very lengthy in size. Okay, so on this letterhead there is the company details, the name of the company, the logo, the tagline, the address, the email ID, fax number, then name of the website. Every detail about the company is already printed on the letterhead. So you people have to, when you are going to write a letter to your customers, not one customer but many customers, you wouldn't have to take care of the to address. From address is already there. So let me tell you, from address is already printed on the letterhead. What you people have to do is you directly have to write letter to the customer, that the body, the opening, the body and the closing is something which plays very important role. So this is one scenario. Another scenario could be you may have to write letter to your supplier or your dealer or anybody who is indirectly in touch with your organization. Okay, so on behalf of the organization, these are the different people to whom you would be writing business letters, either to the customer, one customer, multiple customers, or suppliers or dealers. Okay, you have your own suppliers, you have your own dealers. So like that, there are many people your clients, many people on, to whom you would have to write a business letter. So what is important is that when you're writing a business letter, you have to omit the from address. What comes is to address. Now to address is also required if you're writing a letter to one individual organization to organization, or organization to a person. Okay, so assume that you have your supplier has not paid the amount, or suppose for example you have ordered for some goods or products from your supplier and he has still not replied you. So your supplier is also an organization, and there will be one particular person who is in charge of that particular organization. So it could be organization to one individual or organization to organization. So even if it is organization to organization, you have to mention whom you are writing the letter. So to address will play a very important role. So I'm just going to show you people a letterhead. I'm just going to show you all how a letterhead looks like. See, this is how it looks like. So this is an example of a letterhead. Usually this is how it looks. See, for example, Supersoft Hygiene Limited, the Technology Park, All Products Road, Boxham, Surrey, and BH11, and then there's telephone number, fax number, direct dial number, and email. So this is how your letterhead will look. Okay. Now I am just showing you people the soft copy. Okay. I mean, certain things must be very very clear. You won't get the soft copy of a letterhead in your organization. In your organization, a hard copy will be available. What you people need to do is you need to insert this inside the printer, and make sure that when you're writing letter, the top margin, okay, you'll have to leave plenty of that. Like when you are writing a letter, you'll have to make sure that you leave plenty of space. Okay, so you'll have to leave lot of space at the top. That is, the top margin must be maybe say 4 or 5, because when you take a printout, it should not overlap. Okay, whatever you print, you cannot directly print it over here. You cannot just take the cursor and start directly printing the letter. You have to make sure that the printer will skip some few lines, some 10 to 12 lines of the letterhead, and then it will start printing the content. Okay, so now for example, assume that I want to type a letter to my customers, and I want to use this as a letterhead. Then what I will do is I will take a new blank page, blank document, and I will have to go to page layout, and then go to margins, and then custom margins, and I have to make sure, either instead of leaving the margin, what you can do is you just press enter key, and then here you can just say dear customers, dear customers. See, what did I do? Very simple. Instead of playing with the margins, better I would suggest is you leave some space, because you know that this particular space will be occupied by the letterhead, and somewhere your the opening and the body somewhere should start from here. So what you can do is leave some few lines of space here, and then you can start the directly. If it is to a set of customers, you don't have to write the to address, directly the opening and then the matter. Okay, and then the matter like this, and then the closing. So this is what you need to know about the business letters. Okay, now coming to a sample example of a business letter. So this is here. Okay, so rest all things, like suppose assume that Supersoft Hygiene Limited wants to write a letter to Felicity White, Miss Felicity White, who is the promotions manager of the company Soft Skin, the chemist, the high street, some particular addresses here. So if you are writing a business letter, okay, after writing and completely typing it, the printout of your business letter would look something like this. Okay, so you'll have to make sure that you have to write the to address towards the left side. Okay, this is the address of the person to whom you're writing, Felicity White, and the name of the company and all the other details. See, and once you write the address to address, you can write the date here. Okay, and then the opening, dear Miss White. Okay, as I said, whenever you're using dear followed by Mr. or Miss, you need to make sure that the last name of the person is mentioned. Okay. So the last name of the person is mentioned, and then comes the actual content. There is no need to write subject, you can skip. Look at this catalog and price list. Instead of directly writing subject, they have just highlighted catalog and price. This is just a sample letter. So you can see, as requested, please find enclosed our catalog and price list for your attention. All of our promotions which are new this year are highlighted new in the top left hand corner of each item. Okay, they can all be viewed in great detail on our website www.softy.co.uk on the new promotions webpage. As an introductory offer, they are all available to you until the end of this calendar year at an additional discount of 5% from list. So this is just the content. Should you require further information, please do not hesitate to contact me. Should I be unavailable, my personal assistant, Mr. Violet Rose, will be very pleased to help you. We look forward to receiving. Now, this is a very important phrase. We look forward, I look forward, whenever you're expecting a reply. We look forward to receiving your order in near future. Yours sincerely, as I said, when you're starting a letter with Dear Mr. or Dear Miss, last name, ending must be yours sincerely. Don't use yours faithfully. Then leave some space for signature, write your name and your designation. Now, since your what is it? What is the enclosures? Enclosures are something that you are sending along with the letter. So there are two types of enclosures. Instead of number, you're mentioning what are the enclosures. Okay, put a colon 2002 catalog, comma price list and order forms. So this is how a business letter will look like. Okay. So after taking the printout, this is how it would look like. You don't have to write all these things, okay? Because I already told you this is the letterhead. The letterhead will actually, look like this. This is how the hard copy will look like. What you have to do is you have to only concentrate on the content. You people have to leave some space and directly write the to address, date, opening, matter, closing. Rest all things remains the same. Okay, so this is how you write a business letter. Now I'll just show you the block format. See, so this is called as block letter format. You know what's the meaning of block letter? Americans generally use block letter format. So yesterday I told you there is a lot of difference between the way the Americans write a letter and the Britishers write a letter. So Americans, what they do is they don't take the from address towards the right side of the page, towards your right side. Everything is written towards the left. Okay, so this is an example. This is what I will share you with you people. This is how you can see. This is the letterhead. Can you see here? Whatever I taught you, I'm just showing you the format once again. This is the portion, friends and neighbors. Okay, name of the company, address, contact number, everything. This is the letterhead. Okay, now Americans, what they do, see, by looking at the date, you can come to know that this is a format used by the Americans. Americans always write the date by mentioning the month and the day, and they put a comma. Okay, so you have to leave about 2 inches or 2 lines below the letterhead. They first write the date. They don't write date below the address. Okay, so this is, but you can see everything is left aligned. Then they leave some 4 lines of space, and then they will write the to address, to whom they are writing the address, that particular person's name, company, all other details. And then again you'll have to use leave 2 lines of space and open Dear Mr. Perkla, again last name, again leave some space. So here's an example. Thank you for helping to make this year's friends and neighbors dinner a success. This is just a thank you letter from one company to another company. The tables and benches your crews built, delivered, and set up were put to good use. Meals were enjoyed by 376 people who might otherwise have spent their holiday alone and hungry. Homemade construction has a positive reputation in the community. That reputation is well deserved. Sincerely. Now, see, Americans don't say yours sincerely. See the difference. I told you, if you say Dear Mr. last name, you have to say yours sincerely. But Americans, they say just sincerely. They don't say yours sincerely. And usually they omit comma. I told you they are not habituated of using comma, but comma is a must. Either they use comma, otherwise sometimes they use colon. After Mr. Perkla, they may use colon. But if you look at this example, they have not used. And then again, 4 lines of space for the signature. and then your name and your designation, okay, or the company name, and then again spaces, and then the enclosure. So this is the format that you people need to use for a business letter. Okay, so this is the second example which I showed you. So I told you what is a letterhead. Okay, then I showed you an example how the complete letter will look like after you print it. Okay, now even a Britisher will also use the same for block letter. Format is used by both Americans and the Britishers for business letters. Okay, then I showed you this particular format. Fine. Now I'll take another example. Okay, suppose this is a type of a question that I would be asking you people for the test, or generally when you people are giving examination for business English international, like either you are giving an examination under IELTS or Cambridge. This is the type of a question that will generally be asked to the candidates. Write a letter to your customers about the new product which will appear on the company website. Okay, this is one of the sample question from Cambridge. And what is it that you're supposed to do? Because let me tell you, when you're been asked to write a business letter, as I said, from address you have to skip. Now this, in this example, you're writing to n number of customers, so there is no need to write to address also. So based on the question that is asked, you need to decide whether the from address and to address will come or not. So you have to read the question very carefully, whether I'm asking you to write a business letter or whether I'm asking you to write a general letter, all these things, general application letter, or it is just a business letter. Based on that, you need to decide whether from will come, to will come. Suppose if I ask you to write a letter to one of your client or one of your supplier or one of your customer, one person, then in that case, to address will come. From, you should never write from address whenever you're writing business letter. Remember that. Okay, now in this example you have been asked to write letter to all the customers, assuming that you are working in a company. Okay, you work for a company and your company has come up with a new product, and the details of the product are appearing on the company website. So you need to talk about that. So how would be the sample answer? The sample answer would be something like this. Okay, now you are going to directly start with the opening of the letter. The opening of the letter, you can say to our customers, or you can say dear customers, or dear customer, anything. So you can see the sample answer is not having from address to address. From address is because it's understood when you're writing business letter, you're going to type it on a letterhead. Letterhead already contains the from address, and since this is going to be a common letter to all the customers, their addresses is not required, so only the opening is required. Okay, so whenever you're writing business letters to anybody, be it one client or multiple clients or one customer, multiple customers, one thing you must remember: never ever introduce yourself. Because when you write a letter, you are representing the company, and on behalf of the company, you are talking about that whatever is there. The communication is on behalf of the company. So don't give your introduction, directly come to the point. Okay, so directly how you need to come to the point: say, we are writing to give you some good news about our new product. Okay, we are bringing out new hands free transmitter to help you enjoy your iPod in the car. It's a compact, easy to use device, and it's available online or in all good computer stores from 1st April. It's a must have for any iPod user. What's more, now remember, the purpose of writing this type of letter is that you're doing marketing. You have to market, you have to talk about, you have to write a letter in such a way that the customers will be enticed to go and purchase. So what could you do? You can just talk about the offers. It's a must have for any iPod user. What's more, if you make your purchase in April, you can enter our lottery to win a stylish leather iPod case. Look at the language. It is not general English, it's all about business English. Okay, more professional, more the type of language, the sentence construction, the words, all are, uh, are are actually in terms of business. So whatever examples I have shown you, all these are the language uses very very business oriented language. So here you can see there is no closing also, because you don't have to tell who you are. So this is another example I'm giving you. Just see the difference between the examples which I have showed you. The first example which I showed you was to one particular person, one particular company, one company to another company. Look at this. Look at this. So you are writing letter to Miss White, but then you're not talking about yourself directly. What that person, assuming that the Mr. Miss this particular company called Promotions Soft Skills, the chemist has asked you people for your catalog and price list, and for that you're directly talking what, as requested, please find enclosed. Directly come to the point, and whatever additional things you want to tell, there are some important things which are there on your catalog and price list. That is the second paragraph. And third paragraph, please, if you don't hesitate to contact me, because you're again marketing, you're again trying to promote your company, promote your product. So this is how the language is used. And in this example, if you see here, it is a kind of a thank you letter, one person to one company to another company. Although it is company to company, yet you are mentioning who the person is in charge. See the language. Okay, so this is all about the business letters. Okay, so this is, I mean, I just wanted you people to know the difference, how cover letter is entirely different, how business letter is entirely different. And the first example of letter which I took was an application letter. As a student, how you wrote, the format is almost the same, but the language, the style, I mean, you need to be very versatile, very versatile. Okay, so this is all I had. One more example of letter I will show you. It's not a business letter, but I would still like you people to know another example of a letter. I'll just show you. Just wait. Okay, just see here. Now this is not a business letter, but this is a kind of a request. Wherein, if you see, this is not a block letter. Okay, this is not a block style letter. This is a typical British style letter. As I said, Britishers will always write from address towards the right side and to towards the left. So here you can say, Dear Mr. Smith, I, Mr. Patil, has recently purchased an apartment in Krish Residency, Somvapet, Belgaum, at first floor, apartment number 105. I would want to have the following changes in my apartment. Install the sink. So you're just giving a list. Even if you look here, you're just giving a short introduction, because suddenly the person, he may be a builder to whom you are, from whom you purchased, or he may be some architect or whoever it is. A little bit of introduction is given here because it is really required. Okay, and what are the changes you want to do, you are just writing. And then, I'm available anytime after 5 p.m. Please contact me. Your contact number is given in the letter. I look forward for your further communication, for the contact to be accepted by you. Thank you. Yours sincerely, Anil Patil. See, this is another example of a request, but this is not a, although it is like a personal letter only, but it is professional. Another example I'll show you. See here. It's a letter to a contractor. So again, this is from, this is to. Okay. Dear sir, on 1st May 2017, I entered into a contract with your company to construct a family room at my home at address. Unfortunately, the work has been unsatisfactory. Whatever is the problem, you're just mentioning. See, this is again a different type of a letter. So here, if you look at this letter, there are so many paragraphs, because there are a lot many things that you're discussing. Whatever it is, just make sure that your letter should always, whatever type of letter you write, business or personal letter, request letter, letter to a client, letter to mayor, or some complaint letter to a mayor, some complaint to a contractor, whatever it is, it must fit in one single page. Okay. So all these are some sample examples which you will see that, how it, see, because I have used dear sir, I'm using yours faithfully again over here. So see, so this is how you need to get yourself familiar with writing letters. So this is all I had to tell you about letter writing. I hope the topic is clear and you people have followed, and in future you will definitely have to come across situations where you would have to write letters. Just take care of all these important things, and before you send a letter, scan it. Okay, scan it, scan properly for spelling errors, grammatical errors, punctuation errors, because if you're very careless and send it, it gives a very bad impression. So that's all I had to tell you all. Thank you very much.